Where is Orochimaru when you need some kids to do? Oh my god! Where is Orochimaru when they are straight trolling, bro? Oh my god. Alright guys, welcome back again, and this is another Boruto episode 96 review. Thank you for joining me. I just thought it was absolutely hilarious. You know, I was taking in shit, I was laughing my ass off to myself about what did I just watch and what am I going to say. This episode was just this episode, right, I don't know. It was hilarious. Some bits made illogical sense. There was no logic. Some bits were absolutely lazy writing. You guys know I support Boruto. I want Boruto to be a successful anime. I personally feel as though this episode could have been better. So I did a Twitter poll before the episode came out on Saturday on Twitter. Now obviously this is a small sample of people, only 500 people voted, but it does give us a premise of what people's opinions are, what their mentality is. So 45% of people said no, I don't care what the hell happens tomorrow because I don't care about these characters. So Matthew Diaz says it could end up surprising us. Unfortunately, Boruto's inconsistency has come back. It didn't surprise us at all. Kryptonian saying Naruto explained says yes because Hanabi is the best girl in Naruto. Uchiha family says number one, I think they need some development. Of course they did get some development, I'm not gonna deny that they did get some development in this episode. For 3 years it may be really good, I'll give it a chance. Yes, we all gave it a chance because we support this show, we want it to be successful. Alexia says I don't care, but I guess I get that they have to give some of these guys screen time since we really literally haven't seen them in so long, but also I love Hanabi. So I think if Hanabi wasn't involved in this episode, I think people would care even less. This person says, I don't know how to pronounce that name, she goes, I really care to know what happens with Team 15. Oh my god, there's 15 teams. Bruv, is there 15 teams? I didn't even realize. I cannot even name, personally, I cannot even name all the teachers of these teams. I can only name Hanabi, Konohamaru, and Mirai Sarutobi. Don is a teacher, right? Yeah. Those are the 4 I only remember. I don't remember any other sensei. So obviously during the plot of this, we see Hanabi training these lot, right? And they're doing escort missions. These are C rank to D rank missions, right? And in my personal opinion, I think Hanabi is the leader of the Hyuga clan. She's one of the heads, right? She has Byakugan, she's Jonin, she was actually stronger than Hinata when they were a kid, and that was part of the plot device. So Hanabi was heavily nerfed in this plot just for it to make logical sense. Hanabi in the fight, she does not use her Byakugan. Right, it doesn't make sense. Byakugan has almost 360 vision. She's able to check where they are, if they are shadow clones or not, because they ended up being water clones. She's able to defeat them, and she runs off, right? She doesn't use Byakugan, she doesn't use her Jonin level intellect, when beforehand they showed that she has intellect, she is one of the most powerful, but now they had to nerf her just for the plot to make sense, just so these 3 characters can use their own jutsus and have some sort of development. So obviously this indicates a lazy writing. They don't know how to make this plot make even better sense because they rushed. They have 8 different writers for the anime, and they picked this one to be the best plot, which is concerning. So Hanabi is a Jonin level ninja, and she didn't use rotation jutsu like Neji. She doesn't use 64 Trigon palms that Hyuga clan is known for. And I think this is because the animators also they didn't want to animate this. It's too much extra work for them to do it, or maybe they just forgot. Because if you look at minute 7, for example, of the episode, there is a scene of Hanabi training with the girl, right, Namida. And she's doing the same animation for 30 seconds straight. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but it's literally a GIF repeating itself. Hanabi came across like a hypocrite in this episode because she's a Jonin, she could have defeated all of them. Then these are the people that they're facing, they're not even ninja, they don't even really know what jutsu is and how to do chakra control. And Hanabi says, you've still got a long way to go. And this is a Jonin that didn't use her Byakugan and gets tricked by getting level bandits. You know, it doesn't really make sense to make Namida relevant and all these other two characters. They had to introduce these fodder level ninja and for them to do basic training. I mean, why is this Namida girl even in, how did she even qualify to be a genin? Because you had to do Shadow Clone Jutsu to show your chakra control. How did she even pass the exam if she cries all the time and doesn't know how to fight? That's what I don't really understand. When you look at Boruto's team, for example, Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki, they have to face Chunin to Kage level ninja because they're so strong and overpowered. They're so much more relevant. They're so much more. They have so much more training that, you know, this devalues the other characters. This is what I was talking about in my other videos. This, because we know the future, because they focus on Team 7 so much, they should have focused on all the other characters during the Genin exams. Now, I understand when fans say this, right? This is kind of like an oxymoron thing that we're saying, because training episodes like this is what makes these other characters stronger and gives them perspective and makes them relevant. You know, look how overpowered Namida got in only 2 days. That voice jutsu seems to be one of the most broken jutsu in the Naruto universe already. It's like a mini-tailed beast bomb attack, right? But these training episodes are simply, you know, it just came across boring to me, and that's just my opinion. I'm sorry. And you know why they are boring? A part of them is because we know it's just a glorified training montage, and these characters will have no relevancy in the future, and I'll explain why. You know Sumaya, right? The class rep. She doesn't even want to be a ninja in the future, and we know this from the manga. We know the manga is canon and is connected to the anime. The creators of Boruto said it themselves, that they're taking separate routes, but they are connected and will connect in the future. Sumaya in the manga, for example, she says, you know, Sarada says to Sumaya, she says, you didn't take the Chunin exam because you wanted to take up research, right? And she goes, haha, yes. And now she's one of the excellent staff whom we couldn't do without. So she doesn't even want to be a ninja anymore. Now, in my personal opinion, I think if they wanted to do an episode like this to give character development to all 4 of these characters, what I would have done if I was a Boruto writer, I would have created an episode where Hanabi x Konohamaru. Now, all of you on the comment section like, yeah, anime Ball Z, of course, whatever. Listen, mate, listen. Hanabi goes on a date with Konohamaru. Konohamaru gets some balls because Konohamaru needs character development too right now. Because we have no character development for him. We need to get into his personal life. So Konohamaru grows some balls. He asks Hanabi to go out on a date with her. It'll be an hilarious episode, because this will involve Boruto and Sarada too, because they'll be like, what's my sensei doing? He's going on a date with Hanabi. That's Boruto's aunt, right? It could be a funny, this would be such a funny, hilarious episode. Hanabi and Konohamaru going on a date. Then it's going to be like that Naruto filler episode where Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura try to take off Kakashi's mask, and they see him go on a date with that filler character. We loved that episode. They know that episode was successful. Fans loved it. So they could have just adapted this episode for Hanabi x Konohamaru, give character development to Team 15 like Namida and everyone, where they all gel together with Boruto and they look at, oh my god, let's observe our senseis and figure out what they do in their personal lives. This would have given character development for everyone. Then on the side of this, they could have shown like a training montage of Namida and all of them training whilst they're trying to figure out and talking about how, you know what, how is Hanabi like as a person. Then they would have figured out the same conclusion that this episode showed, that Hanabi is a strict person, she's part of the Hyuga clan, and also that she has a soft side. This would have created the same plot device that we all know, but it would have been better writing in my personal opinion, and that's what I would have proposed to Kodachi sensei, and my man would have approved of my episode. I'm just saying. Just for fun, I'm gonna look at the comment section to get more opinions on people on what do they think of this episode on Crunchyroll and various other websites like YouTube where people watch the episode. Spirit98 on Crunchyroll says, I guess this is an opinion, many will not agree with this, but compared to the obnoxious stretching done during the whole war arc and the final battles in Shippuden, I like this filler. Bruv! Oh my thing, no way! Box says this is just straight AIDS, just do something good already. Oh my god. I wish they would go back to the main plot. Oh fam, we all do, mate. Foxina says squat no chance. What up, bro? Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy goes enjoying the episodes, but when is the actual plot going to come? Alright, let's go on YouTube now. This guy said what I was thinking the whole time. He says, you still got a long way to go says the Jonin who doesn't use a Byakugan gets tricked by getting level bandits. Kawaki says, chill out, not every episode of Boruto is going to be great. This episode was good, not just focus on Team 15 but Namida. I know y'all may hate her, but it's character development. We're not denying that, guys. We're not denying that it didn't give them character development. All we're saying is that it could have been done better. We need more Boruto and his Jogan and Kama Seal and many more. Oh, this guy must watch my videos because that's what I said too. I definitely agree with this. See what people are saying on Kiss Anime. Hanabi is hot. Oh my lord. Alright, mate. Calm down. This is what people wanted. See, I'm telling you, even on the YouTube comments, people say Hanabi's hot. They want Hanabi x Konohamaru. Boruto, I hate this series. So apparently Byakugan is just for show. So it seems as though a lot of people are noticing this mistake. This was one of the most boring and worst episodes ever. Wow. Go Anime, you guys need this too. Age Nick says, what the f***? Before in Naruto, you had to be a genius, train for months or years, and sacrifice your own clan to the dark gods to develop new jutsu. Now they get a new jutsu like Kandia, and I don't even want to hear shit like there are new, more evolved generation and shit. The quality drop is so huge. The new generation of teachers are like water guns compared to the ones in Naruto. I kind of agree with that. There is no character development for the teachers as well. Like in the original Naruto, we could have named all the teachers and they all had character development and they had certain traits that defined them. Like Asuma had his smoking and he had his wind style shuriken jutsu and stuff. All this new generation, I can only name 4 teachers, mate. Like, I can't name the others. They did no justice to Hanabi in this episode. No, it didn't take training for months and only some jutsus. It didn't take long for Naruto to learn his Kage Bunshin jutsu, which is a good argument, yes. Anyway, guys, I'm not trying to bash Boruto. That's pretty much the end of the review. Let me know what your thoughts and comments are. Please make me laugh in the comment section below. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time.